Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? What is poppin', y'all? We are back with another episode. But today's episode is going to be a little different. This isn't going to be the continuation in the GOAT series. This comes as a special request from one of you subscribers out there. A special request from Jeff Carlson. He would like to see me react to Rasheed Wallace's career technical fouls and all the funny hijinks that he had gotten into over his career. And I think I found just the video to do that to. But if you're a fan of this channel, drop a like, drop a follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We react to NBA videos. We're going to be reacting to other sports videos soon, MLB stuff, NFL stuff, all sports related things. You can also follow me on Twitch. I live stream Friday to Tuesday. I do not stream on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but every other day I'm streaming. If you're a first-time listener, you can also go to Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere where you get your podcasts, and tune in for some more sports-related content, some anime-related content, and some video game-related content. Go check out my other videos on the page. If you want to hear some anime recommendations, talk about video games, and things of that nature. But enough shameless self-promotion. Let's get right into it. All right, let's get hype,
I agree with Charles. There's a time and place for all of that. It's a 48-minute game. At some point in time, if you really want to get someone back, you can get them. You don't do it when a guy has you isolated at the top and he's making a move to the hole, and then you clothesline him. 48-minute game. If you want to get somebody,
I wonder if when they're doing like the broadcast, if Reggie Miller can see, like, I guess through the camera, if there's like a little screen on there where it shows you what's happening behind you, because that'd be funny if he could, and he was just staying straight faced the whole time. Rasheed Wallace, I remember him growing up. He was one of the kind of stars in the NBA, so to speak, because he didn't have all those crazy, glamorous numbers. But in my opinion, he was one of the best in the league, an elite defender, a big that can shoot the three. He can pass. He can, shoot from all areas of the floor. He wasn't super consistent. He wasn't like a knockdown three-point shooter, but he could do a lot out there. And he was super entertaining to watch. I used to, love watching him growing up. So I'm expecting this video to be pretty funny.
With a nice offensive rebound, Rasheed hits him on the wrist area, picks up the foul, so Kwame to shoot two.
Kwame was sensational.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the ball don't lie scream. I guess this is a compilation of him screaming "ball don't lie" to a bunch of things. So that's funny. This wasn't during the NBA Finals.
The floor, but Kwame off the bench last night had 8 boards, 7 points, and 4 of the 8 boards at the offensive end.
Kwame Brown, man.
Anytime you can get second chance opportunities.
Wow.
And the only way you can get that is.
I just want to say, it is remarkable that Kobe was able to drag that team to the playoffs. They had Smush Parker, they had Kwame Brown, they had like Vladimir Radmanovic. They had all of these guys that were like nobodies. And it was really just like him and Lamar Odom, and he dragged them to the playoffs. It's incredible. In the West, too, where it was the hardest conference to play in. Dragged them to the playoffs and almost beat the number 1 seed Suns.
Get an offensive rebound.
Dry spell for the Lakers continues. They've missed their last 5 from the field.
Well, 52% free throw.
Rasheed Wallace will come up with it.
Oh, the sheet on the Knicks.
And a technical foul on Rasheed Wallace. It's a little shove after the whistle.
What are we get a tech for? Where's the replay? Where's the replay, ref? Let's see the tech. Where's the replay?
So Wallace picks up a personal and a technical.
Yeah, the volley by the Knicks now.
Oh, come on. That was soft. That was not a foul. His arm got like caught up on him, and he was bringing his arm down, and he got dragged a little bit because they were wrapped up. That's not a tech. Come on.
You heard the whistle, then it's slapped by Wallace. Overzealous, sending Project to the line.
Yeah, Wallace. Rasheed Wallace, if you're an old-time NBA watcher but didn't really participate and watch the sport during this era that much, or you just casually watched and didn't know much about Rasheed Wallace, maybe you just started watching basketball, Rasheed Wallace was a character, man. He was funny. He was constantly out there, like, all hustle, but he liked to argue a lot with the refs, and he got a bad rap for it. And a lot of these guys, sometimes it wouldn't even be a tech, and he would get a tech for it. He would just kind of he would just look at the ref, kind of, and they would give him a tech. He wouldn't even have to say anything or do anything.
John Goble, and this is where he's gotten himself in trouble once he gets a technical. He frequently, or certainly earlier in his career, would continue and get that.
Yeah, they're talking about how he just continues to jaw at them. There it is. The ball don't lie.
And a technical foul on Rasheed Wallace.
And then another tech. Is that 2 techs back to back?
Wallace picks up 2 quick technicals.
He's about to get another one.
Yeah, it's been a thing
that's another issue, I guess, because I think he was on the Knicks with Raymond Felton on the Knicks. I'd probably say that was like early 2010s. This was probably like 2010, 2009, maybe. Because I was in high school around that time, I believe, when Raymond Felton was in the Knicks. So I want to say that was probably 2009, 2008, between 2008 and 2010. And that still wasn't far off from the Malice at the Palace incident. So I guess the NBA was just kind of very keen on technical fouls to get guys out of the game so that they weren't, starting fights and things weren't getting too crazy or out of hand. So I guess, this is why he picked up all those techs so fast.
As we've said all along, it's overshadowed a guy who's a terrific basketball player, a great teammate. We've seen that up hand firsthand.
Yeah, he's if you've ever played organized sports in any capacity, Rasheed Wallace is the kind of dude you would want on your team. He would be the guy that you hate to play against because he would be the most obnoxious and annoying player on the other team. But he's one of those guys that you love to have on your team. I didn't play any super high level organized sport, but if there was a guy on my team that was an enforcer type, that went out and hustled every play, always played great defense, was always out there, trying to win and will the team to victory, and keep guys motivated and intact, like, that's the kind of guy that I would want. It would be a Rasheed Wallace type kind of guy.
Practice.
And there's the ejection. A good old ejection. And some more free throws. It definitely hurts your team. You already had a lead too, so now now you're playing with fire. I remember just playing basketball. I remember playing basketball, just pickup games at the park in my neighborhood, and that was always something that was said. Ball don't lie. If somebody called a foul, which didn't really happen often in pickup basketball, but if somebody did, and you missed a shot after, because you wouldn't shoot free throws, you just get possession. But if you missed a shot, or some people were like, yeah, ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Everyone constantly would say that. It's funny. It feels like he kind of started it, even though I know I'm sure it existed before him. But he's got the trademark on it.
For that. That's kind of the phrase.
Oh, here's an old one. Oh no, this isn't an old one. It's just bad footage. Yeah, this was probably 2011, 2010.
I thought he probably should have shot the ball. It makes the tough pass underneath. Fortunately, they get the foul call.
There's Haslam, Udonis. And this footage kind of Kind of crazy right now. Ball don't lie. There we go. Is he going to get a tech?
Another miss at the line for Red. Bogut goes down.
Oh, Michael Red? I used to love Michael Red.
This is on Rasheed. Well, you know, even though they're going both ways, this was a legit call.
He clamped down right there, grabbed him. There's no question about it. Rasheed.
That was a little bit of a flop. Hold on, let's see that again. Let's see that again. That was a little bit of a flop.
It's an old.
No, that was a legit call.
He clamped down right there, grabbed him.
Oh, that was a flop.
That was a legit call.
He clamped down right there, grabbed him. There's no question about it.
He didn't do anything.
Hard to argue that call, though, George.
No, that was a legit call.
He clamped down right there, grabbed
That's
him.
not even. He's holding on to him and throws himself on the ground.
That was a legit call.
He clamped down right there, grabbed him. There's no
Maybe he
question
caught
about
his elbow, his wrist or something a little bit in his arm, but that's not enough to drop to the floor.
It's really hard to argue, and he's more or less just talking to him versus arguing.
Andrew Bogut, young Andrew Bogut.
Bogut missed the first free throw. Just said the ball don't lie.
Yeah, those type of rebounds are difficult to begin with. That came off the rim.
Oh, he missed both.
Goes over your head.
The ball definitely didn't lie there. Definitely didn't lie there.
Much thanks, and certainly
That's your boy.
No laughing
That's
matter
your boy.
on the Detroit side. No laughing matter, but we do have to take a look at that clip again. Rasheed throwing his jersey. Here's this guy minding his own business, walking in the
lights out.
and all of a
the
sudden,
lights out. Who's that?
here
Who
comes
is that?
like,
Lights out. Lights out. Got a nice suit on.
Oh, I'm so happy they reversed it. Imagine being that guy just walking down the hallway and you just get caught with that by accident. Imagine that. It just whips the jersey and it just gets carried and brought right into your face.
Got a nice suit.
It also narrowly missed the other guy, like the guy right next to him. Whoop! It just misses him. It just misses him. Lights out. Lights out. Oh yeah, just imagine that, like the wet, damp sweatiness of the jersey just now like wrung out all over your face, and it just smells and
right in the mug.
Guys sweating in it the whole game.
Timeout,
See,
LA.
yeah, look. Yeah, this is one of the moments where he gets attacked for just staring at the ref. He's not even doing anything. He's just looking at him. Like, that was the reputation that he built from, like, his attitude, his personality, like the demeanor that he played with and how he carried himself. And some of these refs just hated him for it. Like I said earlier, he's the type of guy that you wanted on your team. But if you were playing against him, you hated him. And even the refs, I'm sure, hated him too. The refs were like, oh, man, I can't stand this guy. This guy's always causing trouble, trying to piss me off, like, trying to get under my skin too. Like, just, that's the kind of guy you want, though. You want a guy to keep a team on edge. You don't want them to, ever feel comfortable. And he's always going to put keep a team on their toes and try and, knock them off their game.
Get out!
Just full-on
Get
ejection.
away from me, Steve. Get away from me, Steve. He didn't say a word. Technical foul, Wallace. He's gone. No, not right. I asked him 3 times to stop staring at me to try to intimidate me. I'm done. He's gone. I asked him. I told him.
See, look at the mind games.
Like twice before to have him stop staring to try to intimidate me. He did it again. He's gone.
The mind games. The mind games that some of these players would play with some of these refs.
Get out!
I remember there's also a video, I think it was Joey Crawford, who's like a longtime NBA ref. Joey Crawford and Tim Duncan used to get into it with one another as well. I think there was like some stat where like Tim Duncan won his least, he had the lowest winning percentage or something of like all-star caliber players whenever Joey Crawford was coaching a game or something like that. It was some weird statistic where like Joey Crawford just like hated Tim Duncan for some reason. And Tim Duncan was on the bench laughing. He wasn't even in the game. He was just on the bench laughing at something, and Joey Crawford was like, Tech, you're ejected, gone, throw him out of the game. It's like some of these refs sometimes, they just get too power hungry. And Rasheed Wallace was definitely a guy that wasn't going to back down to a ref either, and he paid the price for it. I think he has the most ejections in his career. He's he's one of the funniest guys I remember playing when I was growing up. I used to love watching him. Um, I used to always enjoy the matchups whenever he would play the Lakers. Um, when he was with Detroit, when he was with Portland, um, it was always like an entertaining matchup, and he was always um, usually the force behind that. And that's all, folks. This is a much shorter video than the other ones. My other reaction videos tend to be a little longer because it's guys' career, highlights and mixtapes. But since this one was kind of like a technical foul comp that one of the viewers requested, it's going to be a little bit shorter of a video. But expect more of the norm soon. I also wanted to, there's another request from one of the viewers out there. I'm going to be reacting to Pistol Pete's 68-point game. So be on the lookout for that. Pistol Pete had a 68-point game before the 3-point line even existed. I knew he was a great scorer. I knew he, could stroke it from deep, even though there was no 3-point line. I think the majority of his career, like half his career. But he was definitely one of the greats, all-time greats. It's sad that his career wasn't longer than what it was. But I definitely am curious to see his 68-point game. I've never seen it. I'd love to see 68 points with no, 3-point line. I can only imagine what he would score today. And like if you've seen my Pistol Pete video, if you haven't, go watch it. Go watch my Pistol Pete video. I had said multiple times that I think he was really advanced for his time. He was kind of playing with like a similar skill set to some of the guys you see today. He was almost like Magic Johnson before Magic Johnson, even with all the flashy passes, between the legs passes, behind the backs, the no looks and things like that. Really incredible player from over like about 60 years ago. If you're a new NBA fan and never heard of him, go check out my reaction and stay tuned for my 68-point game reaction. But this has been my reaction to the Rasheed Wallace career technical foul ball don't lie compilation, as per requested from Mr. Jeff Carlson, one of the viewers out there and subscribers. Shout out to you for the recommendation, and thank you all for watching. Let's celebrate y'all. I appreciate all y'all for watching these videos. Hopefully y'all enjoying them. Like I said, let me know in the comments the videos you want to see, the things you want to see me react to, any player of the past, players currently, maybe big games that happened, the finals games, all-star games, whatever it is. Maybe even another sport. You want me to react to Babe Ruth highlights? Who knows? But I appreciate the love and support from everybody. Thank y'all for continuing to watch. Thank y'all for subscribing, commenting, liking. I love y'all. Your boy checking out. Peace out.